A sleepy shoreline by the Sibuyan Sea. The waves bring in scads of seashells for collectors to uncover. Among them are mollusk shells, of a pearly translucence pleasing to the eye. They are called Capiz shells, and they share a name with the province where they are abundantly found. Capiz lies in the center of Panay Island, in the Visayas, Philippines. You can fly here directly from Manila, landing at Roxas Airport. Capiz is a land that has been blessed with the bounty of the sea. The province has earned the distinction of being the center for seafood trip tourism in the Philippines. We'll take you on a visual seafood trip of Capiz. That will mean surveying all the marine delicacies that the province is known for. We'll also explore the many things Capiz has to offer, including the Capiz shell craft industry, the heritage sites, museum collections, lively markets, inland resorts, river cruises, waterfalls, eco parks, beach escapes, and island hopping getaways. Let's begin our tour at the provincial capital, the coastal city of Roxas. Like all cities, it can get crowded and busy, but it's still a place that doesn't feel far removed from the small town days gone by. You may go for a pleasant walk around Roxas, most likely at the central town plaza. Here, overlooking the Roxas City fountain, are a couple of stately buildings, the Capiz provincial capital and the Immaculate Conception Cathedral. At night, the waters of the fountain illuminate with splashes of color. The Capiz Government and Business Center is one of the signs that Roxas is a thriving commercial city. Other signs of the city's development include the Health Centrum, a state-of-the-art hospital, and Villarreal Stadium, a big sports venue with an open track where people can go for exercise. Roxas City is named in honor of the native son Manuel Roxas, the fifth man to be president of the Philippines. His legacy is commemorated in the Ang Panuglion Museum, which was constructed in a former water tank. Within the circular crypt, you'll find historic photos and a wide... Roxas City could rest on its reputation as a culinary hotspot, but it is not sitting still. Roxas is experiencing a great deal of development. Though it goes at a leisurely pace, that feels right for the city. Although with its verdant landscapes, it doesn't seem metropolitan at all. Perched upon a hill, it is being made ready to host grand weddings, business conventions, and other lively gatherings. Visitors may choose to stay at the nearby Hotel Veronica, an elegant boutique hotel that is refurbished in the contemporary style, marked with tasteful hints of a more lavish lifestyle. Veronica has 10 deluxe rooms, including a bridal suite. It has an attached restaurant called Festa, which serves both Western and Filipino dishes. Either way, you get world-class cuisine, as delightful to gaze upon as it is to dine on. Along Basiao Beach is another events place in Roxas City. This is the Grand Gazebo. It has the air of an elegant and secluded garden. The ground can accommodate quite a large gathering, and under the Grand Gazebo is a space suited for conferences and banquets. A chapel is available should you wish to have Mass. The Grand Gazebo sleeping area is called the Dormital. It is like a dormitory, only more deluxe, with individual beds, not bunks. It is a well-designed and quietly luxurious place. There is another venue found next to Basiao Beach. That is San Antonio Resort. At San Antonio, you'll find a polished modern hotel and events facility. The hotel is crisp, clean, and professional, with a friendly, cheerful vibe that will make your stay there come as a great comfort. The resort sprawls across 4 hectares, on which you'll find a majestic lagoon. San Antonio Resort offers a mournful buffet that features traditional Filipino breakfast foods. Why not take your breakfast at a table by the lagoon? You can choose to lounge luxuriously about the swimming pool area, which at night may turn into a glittering venue for parties or wedding receptions. It's one of the choice places in Roxas where you can turn your evening into one magical celebration. Families looking to pack a day with activity would do well to check out Espacio Verde Resort. This riverside getaway offers a variety of attractions and top-notch resort fare. This is one gorgeous spread of seafood. Crab cakes, stuffed squid, oysters, anchovies, grilled fish, sea grapes, prawns, scallops, shrimp, and squid. It's mouth-watering bliss. As you expect, Espacio Verde offers a spacious swimming pool set right beside the river. There is also a kiddie pool for the little ones. From the river deck, guests can try their hand at fishing like the locals do. With the bamboo pole, you may have to be patient, but the feeling of landing a fish comes as a thrill. It is also a pleasure to take a boat on a leisurely road down the river. A few rivers flow in and around Roxas City. It's no wonder that it's such an aquatic city. You'll get to feel that even more when you get to go on the Cadimahan river tour. It involves a 2 or 3 hour excursion on a pleasure raft, or cabana. While embarking on the river tour, you can also take part in a few different pastimes. You may indulge in grilled fish, steamed crab, crisp anchovies, and fresh coconut. All the while, you'll be serenaded with traditional folk music. On the raft is a team of wellness technicians ready to pamper your body via massage and manicure. Now, wouldn't you love to escape for a few hours on a river cruise like this one? It is fair to say that Roxas City has a robust tourism infrastructure, but let's not forget, it's also a center of trade and commerce. Roxas is a unique homegrown industry in Capiz shell handicraft. Here we see the workshop of Capiz at Ibaba, which makes decor for export. Countless pieces of luminous Capiz are being arranged into ornate creations. Many of the decorations they build can be lit from within. The glow enhances the alluring mother-of-pearl translucence. Far off, on the easternmost part of the province, a similar homespun business can be found in the town of Palina. A private residence houses the GiCrafts Shell Museum and Gallery. Seashells in many forms and patterns are set on display. A small workshop has been put up where crafters work to assemble the shells in constructing home decor. Many people in Capiz make their livelihood out of some homespun business. Another local cottage industry involves the manufacture of steel cooking pots, the type often marketed to budget-conscious families. You can see that it takes muscle and manpower to get the cooking pots into proper market-ready condition. Fishing is another common source of livelihood in Capiz. Along the shore in Ibisan Township, you may come across fisher folk who have brought in the day's catch, sorting it before taking the catch to market. They are likely to take the fish to Ibisan Bagsakan Center, trading point. and you'll find fresh fish and other marine produce in all the town markets and in this sprawling wet market in Roxas City. Alongside an amazing variety of fresh fish, you may find tubfuls of prawns, scallops, cockles, triangles, shell clams, live crabs, even sea grapes. The market is also stocked with sugary treats. Sugar is an important commodity here. The sugar industry is huge in Capiz. Let us visit a site in the municipality of President Roxas, where a sugar mill got built back in 1924. Now the site is occupied by a massive industrial mill run by Capiz Sugar Central. Tons of sugarcane are delivered here to be processed into the type of sweetener you can add to your coffee. The tourism industry in Capiz can still use a bit more development outside of Roxas City. You do find a few resorts, perhaps the best known being the Suhot Spring Resort in Dumalag Township. The most striking fact of the resort is the presence of a large cavern, Suhot Cave. It is open to exploration. Out of the cave flows a stream of natural spring water with a touch of sulfur. The water is good for taking a dip in, and it's said to be incredibly rejuvenating. You can rent a hut, picnic by the spring, or else go on a nature walk. Other inland resorts in Capiz include Lourdes Eco Park in the municipality of Dao. The Garden Lake Lourdes Eco Park is actually situated by a natural lagoon. But Lourdes does offer adult and child swimming pools more readily accessible to the casual holiday goer. Over in the municipality of Pontevedra, check out the Maribert Inland Resort. Maribert is distinguished by its enormous resort class pool, known to be the biggest swimming pool in the entire province. If you didn't pack a picnic lunch, you may order fresh refreshments, have a chicken cordon bleu, steamed crab, or a zesty salad. Also located in Pontevedra is Villa Consorcia, a resort with a peaceful garden setting. It's a relaxing place for dining. Try the seafood paella. It's excellent. Villa Consorcia has an outdoor swimming pool with a corkscrew water slide over 1.5 meters in height. If a beach getaway is what you're looking for, travel to the coastline along Ivisan Township. It is about 1.5 hours from Roxas City. Here you'll come across Basiao Beach, a strip of billowy white sand almost as fine as the sugar that comes from Capiz. This place is sometimes called Virgin Beach, but it is hardly untraveled. At summertime, people flock here from the cities. Out in the sea, you will spot a number of rocky islands. You can hire a fishing boat and take the better part of the day hopping from one island to another. It can be a glorious way to spend a summer's day. Heritage tourism in Capiz takes the form of visits to old churches. St. Martin of Tours Parish Church is a fine-looking limestone edifice located in the municipality of Dumalag. The Spanish-era church was constructed in 1883. In the township of Dao is an older church, St. Thomas of Villanueva, which dates back to 1865. In the municipality of Panay is Santa Monica Parish Church, which has been declared a National Historical Landmark. The basic structure of the church dates to 1774, but it was severely damaged by storms in 1874 and 75. It was then restored in 1884. Take good note of the outer walls, composed of coral stone. Ask for permission before you climb the 69 steps up the belfry. where you can view a collection of antique church bells. The centerpiece is known to be the biggest Catholic church bell in Asia. The townspeople call it
Dakong Tingganay,
which means the big bell. 70 sacks of coins provided the metal used in casting it. Beside the church is Museo de Santa Monica. In here you'll see doors that came from the earliest church building. The vault holds an impressive collection of artifacts. Many are centuries old. One majestic altar made of pure silver is 400 years old. Another fine altar is covered in gold. Vestments, tabernacles, other religious accoutrements are on display. One item stands out, an antique accordion, and it even works. Capiz has some pilgrimage sites geared toward religious tourism. As a bonus, they can offer magnificent countryside views as they take you up high places. One pilgrimage point located in Pilar is called Agtalin Shrine. When you get there, you may want to buy flowers to give as an offering. Then you'll go trudging on the many steps going up Agtalin Hill. There you will be greeted by a towering figure of the Virgin Mary. Another pilgrimage point, Our Lady of Lourdes Grotto at Meditation Hills, may be found in the municipality of Sapian. Inspiration to build the place came to the founder in a dream. To go on the pilgrimage, you need to climb a flight of ivory-covered steps leading through the thick groves of trees. The path will take you to the top of Repentance Hill, where a white cross pierces the sky. High up there, feel free to meditate upon the lovely panorama of forests and fields laid out in front of you. These days, the big byword for Capiz travel industry is ecotourism. The province is highlighting attractions that join recreation with environmental sustainability. One notable effort in Roxas City is the Palina Greenbelt Eco Park on Palina River. About 5 kilometers from the city proper, the Eco Park consists of bamboo huts and floating rafts upon a diversely rich patch of the riverbank. The waters teem with species of fish and of shellfish. 8 types of mangroves grow, populated by 34 varieties of birds. Visitors to Palina Eco Park may go on a mangrove tour, a river cruise, even fishing or swimming. It's a carefree throwback to quaint old days of true countryside living. Another mangrove eco park also offers that sweet taste of country-style life. The joint project of Capiz State University and the local community, the park acts as a nursery for mangrove plants and a hatchery for crabs. Careful footing is required to get across the bamboo pathway leading through the marsh. A band of crab fishermen may be on hand to help you test your skill at catching a crab. When you have caught one, a fisherman quickly binds the crab so it won't run. Then into the cook pot it goes. The fisher folk also steam up some clams and other shellfish. A lunch spread is prepared displaying the rich bounty of the river marsh and neighboring fields. Fresh fish, sweet clams, prawns, banana, cassava cake, and a lot more. Everyone's gathering around the table to dine Kamayan style with your hands. It's the Filipino way of enjoying your meal. Be sure to find time to take in the beauty of the surroundings. The river looks very inviting. Why not push off on a raft and experience it up close? As you gently float, you may even feel a deep sense of contentment coming over you. This is what they mean when people talk about a countryside idyll. If you're looking for a wilder countryside adventure, travel to the municipality of Hamindan inside Camp Peralta, the third largest military camp in the Philippines. You'll discover Kalikasan Nature Park, a new ecotourism zone taking up most of the camp's 33,300 hectares. The park's wood are largely untouched by development, other than a bit of infrastructure. A short trek down a steep flight of steps takes you to the scheduled hideaway of one of the park's wonders, Kalikasan Waterfall. It is one of the 5 falls that are concealed throughout the wilderness. Many of them were accidentally discovered on the course of military training in the forest. If you are feeling adventurous, push a little deeper into the wilderness on a more difficult trek along the river. When you see a clump of boulders jutting out of the water, you'll know you're close to your goal. Marinamun Falls offers yet another glimpse at Capiz water enchantments. Water, life-giving water, is intrinsic to the appeal of the province. River waters that buoy you on idyllic journeys. Spring waters that bring rejuvenation and fun. Resort waters that impart leisure and delight. Water once nourished the coral stones that form the body of old churches. An old water tank now houses precious artifacts of history. The Great Sibuyan Sea cradles the islands and washes against the beaches, and the bounty of the sea enriches the dinner table. Seafood of unwavering quality has made Capiz a hotspot for culinary experiences. Our memories of Capiz shimmer like a pearl, as gorgeously captivating as Capiz shells themselves. We hope you will be inspired to travel to the province of Capiz in the Philippines and create captivating memories of your own.